We didn't make it very far. What, like 500, 800 feet to the fuel dock? We decided to delay things a couple of days. We're really anxious, we're really pumped, we really want to get out of here and get down to Florida, get to warmer temperatures. But we've had our butts kicked enough times to know that get there-itis really can ruin things. Because it doesn't matter what kind of boat you've got or how much money you've got in the bank or what kind of electronic gear you have on board. Really the main determining factor between whether you have a nice experience making a passage or cruising, the main determining factor is the weather. So there's a couple things that make this trip a little bit complicated. First of all, you can't go just directly from North Carolina down to Florida. The main reason is the Gulf Stream. The Gulf Stream moves from southwest to northeast, and it goes up to 3 or 4 knots. So with a boat like this, it'd be really hard to overcome that current. So you gotta wait until there aren't any storm systems coming. Typically that means high pressure moving through. But this time of year, in January, high pressure means continental air masses, and it means cold. But we'd rather be cold than out in a storm.
I'm ready to leave Wilmington. At the same time, I'm really gonna kind of miss it. It's just the perfect size. You can walk around downtown, you got everything in the suburbs where you need it, just 5-10 minutes away. But being on the water, walking this boardwalk, so I'm ready to go, but I have a fond place in my heart for Wilmington, gotta say.
I think maybe we should make sure we go down the river during daylight. There's a few things that could go bump in the night. Yeah, and Stacy, who cleaned the bottom the other day, stopped by. He had told us about these huge shark teeth he's been finding off the coast of North Carolina. Say it with me. Megalodon! Each inch of tooth is
equal to 10 feet of shark. We've been looking for them for probably,
But it was intense.
I don't know, 15, 20 years. So say that one's like 3 or 4 inches, that'd be 30 or 40 feet long. And they go up to 7 inches. So
70-foot shark.
yeah, 70-foot shark.
How long ago did these guys live?
2 would be the earliest, and all the way back to 20 million years.
So
2 million to 20 million years old.
and where do you guys get these?
Right here.
Right here off North
It's not
Carolina.
gonna give you waypoints.
Secret.
The secret spot.
Doesn't smoky coconut trail mix sound interesting? I've been really curious about this recipe, so since I have some time, I'm gonna test it out. I mean, I don't know if I can make it look like this, but I'm gonna try. We got my homemade ghee, and we've got honey that was given to us from one of our viewers. Eric Peterson has his own honey farm up in New Hampshire. So thank you, Eric. I'm excited to use that. And we got maple syrup, pistachios, cashews, pepitas, sunflower seeds. I think it's gonna be great.
20 minutes later.
I don't know, I think it looks pretty close. Oh, it's really good.
Only one problem. There's no way this is gonna make it until we leave. It's gonna be gone by tomorrow. Now here's a little trick. Sometimes when you get these Dacron Code Zero type screecher sails, the tops, when they're manufactured, the head is a lot thicker than the rest of the sail, especially with the tri-radial cut. So what you can do is when it's in storage, you can bind up the head of the sail, and that will start to give the fabric a little bit of memory, so that when you furl it, you won't have a little balloon up top. When we bought the sail and first furled it up, the torsion line really wasn't furling the top of the sail very well. It's been bound for, I think, 4 months now, 5 months. And now you can see that the fabric wants to furl on itself a lot easier.
While Nick is working on the impellers, I'm putting together our underway little snack box so that we can have it up at the helm, and got some exciting stuff to try. Never tried these little epic jerky bites, and some almonds, both smoked and roasted and raw, cashews, and then I'm making a little trail mix with raisins, and that should get us through to St. Augustine.
Some engine maintenance is a little bit of a judgment call. The raw water impellers, the part that sucks the seawater up into the heat exchanger to help cool the engine down. Some people say that these things can go for years. I've heard of people going 4 or 5 years. It's a little bit of a gamble, because if the raw water impeller breaks, which we've seen multiple times, these are called vanes, the vanes of the impeller. If those break, there's no place for them to go. They just get sucked into the heat exchanger, which is like these little tubes that help move the heat away from the engine. They get stuck in those tubes, which is a big problem getting them out. Big operation. So what I like to do is I like to change them preemptively. Basically, I do it every season so that I know that I'm starting over fresh. Already, I've found that one of the impeller vanes is starting to break, starting to rupture. And over time, that'll just rip right off. It's really tough rubber, but over time, this is just gonna rip off. And there'll be other vanes to help cool things down, but this little piece of rubber is gonna get stuck in the engine. That's not pleasant to deal with. So we're gonna go ahead and change this one out, so we're confident in it. And since I'm seeing this unusual wear, I'm gonna go ahead and change the other one too.
Thank you, Wilmington.
We're about 5 miles north of the entrance to the Cape Fear River. Dawn is coming. It's chilly, but we got an offshore wind, and we got to make a little sprint for it, as high pressure is only going to be with us for about 30 to 36 hours, and then there's going to be a little storm system coming through, so we got to make a run for it. Fun. You ready to go?
No.
There you go.
We just pulled up the anchor, and now we're headed through the Cape Fear Inlet into the ocean. Beautiful sunrise, and here we go.
Woo. We'd be sailing, baby. Feels good to turn those motors off. We got about 1/3 of a knot of current behind us. That's good. We're doing about 7 to 7.5 through the water.
So this neck warmer I have, it's actually not just for my neck. Did you know that? No, it's also to keep my hair from flying in my face. Look at Nick's very feminine ankle warmers.
Just finishing up day number 1. Heading into night number 1, really. Very calm out here with the high pressure in control. Just trying to make some distance before the next low pressure area moves off North Florida. And we'll have a decision to make. Do we tuck in, maybe around Hilton Head, something like that, wait out the blow? Or do we try and slingshot on the north side of that system and ride it on down the coast?
We had glassy conditions overnight. Beautiful sliver moon and stars reflecting off the water.
What's that old saying? Red sky in the morning, sailor take warning. Well, we're gonna go for it. There's a storm brewing. Looks like we'll beat it by about 6 hours or so.
We're gonna have to stop in Brunswick in order to get out of this strong storm that's coming about 2 o'clock tonight, in the middle of the night. You can see the clouds coming in and the winds have picked up. So anyway, we'll be approaching the inlet around 4:30, 5 o'clock, and we know this inlet well, so we'll probably be approaching the dock at dark, dusk.
That cold air is on the way. As soon as that front pops, that low gets going tonight, the wind is going to be screaming. So hopefully we just beat it.
Got about 3.5 more hours till we get to the channel entrance.
And then we got to battle those tidal waters, those currents.
I guess you got to have some drama.
Yeah.
We had a very mellow cruise up until this point.
Time to saddle up. As we get to cross river bars, we always put our life jackets on, and if it looks really scary, we would harness up too. Got the little AIS transponder, and we've got a handheld VHF in the cockpit, so that's ready to rock and roll. Get a little workout there getting off the boat.
I know, it feels good to be back on the dock, I gotta say.
A little spooky coming in, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought that ship was an island.
I know, 650 feet long.
So crazy.
I guess it's really just, it's a testament to how crazy that channel can be. That thing ran aground in September. We don't know the conditions under which it ran aground and flipped over. But yeah, really strong currents through there.
Yeah, really sharp turn right there at the pier in St. Simon's.
Yeah, so we're tied up here in Brunswick, a place that we've spent some time, and while we had hoped to make a little bit more progress on this first leg, I don't know if folks can even hear the wind howling. The seas are huge offshore. The boat, the boat's being pushed off the dock pretty good.
It's chilly.
It's a good opportunity to stop and regroup. Battery Distributors Southeast is going to deliver the replacement Rely-On battery later today. As usual, making our first trip after a while, we found a few issues with the boat that we're working on. Anchor chain is super rusty, needs to be replaced. Working on some autopilot issues, and otherwise we've just been relaxing.
Meeting some cool people.
Yeah, been a lot of fun.
Cleaned up, yep. So thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for watching. We're gonna spend another night here, and then we're gonna get that next weather window down the coast and make some more progress. Yeah, Florida, here we come.
Woo-hoo.
Florida. Bye, everybody. Want some help?
Let's see if I can get this. Oh my God, I needed help.
Run for it.
Oh my God.